been learning about how to draw the human figure in proportion, and we've also watched a video on the artist Alberto Giacometti and looked at some of his figures of humans, such as a walking man. So we are finally going to be starting our project where we're going to be using some wire, a tuna can, and some plaster, and we're going to make our very own three-dimensional person. So let's get started. So since we've been working on figure drawing and having people pose in different positions, doing different activities, you should have an idea in mind as to what kind of a pose you'd like your person to have, whether they're running or jumping, throwing a baseball, surfing, dancing, so many different things that your person could be doing. So we're going to start by having two pieces of wire that are about 1 foot long, and then another piece of wire that is about half of that, maybe 4 or 5 inches, maybe 6 inches. Those of you that are at home, shoot me an email and we can figure out a time that you can come in and pick these up, these materials up, so you guys can do this at home if you would like to. If you can't get in and get the materials, then you can continue to do some figure drawing instead. So what we're going to do now is we're going to start with these 2 pieces of wire, and we're going to take them and we're going to cross them over in the middle and twist. And this middle part is going to be our torso, and the 2 at the top are our arms and the 2 at the bottom are our legs. You can sort of see how that's already starting to take shape. After you get the torso set, you guys are going to be using a base to put the feet down in. So it's going to hold your bodies together still so that it can stand. I've already put 2 holes in here so that you can put 1 foot through one and 1 foot through the other. Then what we can do is we'll bend these over and tape or twist these pieces together at the bottom. Okay, I forgot to bring some tape over here, so we're just gonna leave it like that for now. But now I'm gonna take my legs and I am going to start to put my guy into a position. Maybe I'm gonna have my person do a back bend. Maybe I'm gonna have my person, I'm gonna twist these together so they stay, so it stops falling down. So instead of just using tape, I'm just gonna twist those together to hold them in there for now. And I want my legs to be a little bit longer, so I'm going to untwist it a little bit. I'm gonna bend one leg. I'm going to take my arms and I'm going to start to think about my arms. I think I'm going to make my person running. So I'm going to have one leg bent this way, the other leg bent as well. So they're sort of bent in the knee there. I'm going to have the body leaning forward. I'm going to put one arm down and I'm going to put the other arm going back. I think I'll twist that way. So one arm is going in behind the body, one arm is going in front of the body. My legs are down there. You can sort of see that from the side over there. Now I'm going to take the smaller piece and I'm going to make a head out of that. I'm going to twist that once and then I'm going to twist it so that it is around my torso. And now I've got, I don't know if you can see that. Okay, that's it sideways. And that arm's a little bit long, so I could take a scissor and cut that arm off. I could also move things around a little bit if I decided I wanted to have the arms both up in the air. I can easily twist that. I can make the body leaning back so that it looks like it's going backwards a little bit, or I can make it go back down forward a little bit more like it's just starting to run. Then once I have my pose the way I want my pose to be, I'm going to use my plaster to keep it into position. So we start by plastering the base of our person and we work our way up. It's a little hard for you guys to see, so I'm gonna lie him down so you can see him a little bit better. I've got a container of water here. I'm gonna take this plaster that's a little thick, so I'm just going to cut this. And once I have a bunch of pieces cut, I'm gonna dip my plaster into water And I'm going to start by getting the bottom part connected to my tuna can. So I don't want to use too much water because I don't want it to get all folded over. So, whoops, I got out of the frame there for a minute. I sort of just got to push that down and hold that into place. I really need to have some tape to hold this guy together, but it's on the other side of the room. I'm going to take another piece over here, and I'm sort of going to just get this piece now put in. If I don't have enough water on it, I can put some on my finger and just put it on that way also. The hardest part is getting started. Once you get started with it, then it will stay for you. But you really got to do the bottom part before you start to do the top of it, because the plaster, once it dries, it gets a little bit heavy. And once it starts to get heavy, it will put weight down on it. And if you don't have the bottom part done, the top of your guy is going to come falling down. So we want to get that sort of stuck in there the way we want that guy to be. Okay, and once we get that base done, then you're going to start to work your way up. I really wish I had this guy in here a little bit more secure. I'm going to take this now, and I'm sort of just going to twist it around. Go along the leg here, the long way. Twist that around and start to make sure that I'm connecting him to the base. And you can see how I'm going to start to work my way up until I get the whole thing done. After I'm all done, I'm going to paint him. But I really do need to get this base done before I go up too far. So you guys have some fun. Those of you at home, like I said, just give me a email, shoot me an email, and we'll figure out a time you can come in and get all of your supplies and have some fun. So there's my running guy. I got my tape on finally, and that held everything in place for me. And then you saw me work my way up from the bottom up. Now it's going to dry overnight. If I need to do some touch-ups tomorrow, I can do some touch-ups after it's dry. I think I need to put a little bit more over there. And then once it's all dry, I'm going to paint it one solid color, just like Giacometti did. So have fun, guys, and let me know if you need to pick up supplies.